Hello, my fellow Baltimoreans. This is your mayor, Michael Baxter. I'd like to start out tonight to talk about the severe and tragic events that occurred in our city over the past several days. I first and foremost want to give my deepest condolences to the family and friends of Freddie Gray, and also to the citizens that were affected by the looting and rioting that occurred over the past several days in our great city. I'd like to start out tonight to talk to you all about what exactly has transpired over our past week. Starting on April 19th, a young man named Freddie Gray was arrested by the Baltimore City Police and suffered a spinal cord injury either before or during his arrest. He was then sent to the Baltimore City Jail and did not receive the proper medical attention at the time. He died several days later from the spinal injury, and many of our citizens were outraged by this. Peaceful protests started on the Saturday following his death, April 25th. Many of our citizens started with a peaceful protest, but soon the protests turned violent and deadly by just a few. Rioting and looting began to break out over our great city, and many of our great shops and homeowners were affected by this. 15 of our officers were hurt, 6 were hospitalized, 144 vehicles were set on fire, 15 structure fires occurred, and 200 arrests occurred. Of these 15 structure fires, 3 businesses have lost their buildings completely, and we again offer our deepest condolences and prayers to those families. I'd like next to talk to you about the plans that we are going to enact over the next several days to try to bring our great city back to where we started. First, we will be starting a nighttime curfew that starts at 10 p.m. and ends at 5 a.m. Anyone who is out during this time can and will be arrested for being out unless they have a work permit of some sort on their person. We are sorry for all the citizens that this affects, but we need to do this to secure the safety and security of our great citizens and our great city. Following the following the curfew, I would like to also state that we will be sending in our National Guard on April 28th. The National Guard will be helping the state police and the state troopers to bring our city back to where we started from. I am working closely with Bill Palazzi, who is the superintendent of the state police. He is in charge at the moment of the safety and security of all of our citizens. I have been working day and night with this man to bring our city back from the brink of war. This is a dark time for our city, and I understand that as a citizen of Baltimore. And I understand that us as citizens are all being affected by this, including the ones that have not been doing the looting or rioting. We all must work together to show that we can and will strive through this. We are a great city and a great nation, and if we strive to be the people and the Americans that we are, the land of the free and the home of the brave, I am sure that we can work through this event. I don't want these events to affect the persona of our police force. These are the actions of the few, not the many. I want to state again that our police force was not all involved in the arrest of Freddie Gray, and that the people that were in the arrest of Freddie Gray will be held accountable for. If there is data brought up this Friday that they should be and will be arrested. I'd lastly like to talk to our citizens about how many of us have strived to overcome the poverty and the problems that have occurred over the past several days. I'd like to first thank all the citizens that came out after the nights of the rioting and helped our police clean up our streets. I would also like to thank all the citizens that did not participate in the rioting and looting. We cannot and will not stand for this. Any and everyone that have or will be rioting over these next several days will be held accountable for. Whether it be today, tomorrow, or the next month, we will find the people that have done this and make sure that they are brought to justice, including any and everyone that has started or was part of these events. Again, I would like to offer my deepest condolences and prayers to the family and friends of Freddie Gray and to the citizens that were affected by the rioting and looting over the past several days. Thank you and have a great night.